About you. It's about love. It's about God. It's about time. It's about your life. It's about your smile. It's about your health and your hopes and your dreams, your body, your mind, and your family. It's about your relationships and your future and your impact and your legacy. It's about God. It's about peace. It's about joy. It's about faith. And it's about hope. It's about time. And it's about space. And it's about science. It's about life. It's about love and your awareness. It's about your choices and your forgiveness. It's about your confidence and your courage and your creativity and your wisdom. It's about your light and it's about your power and it's about your strength and it's about your dreams and your goals and your hopes. It's about your life. It's about love. It's about faith. It's about God. It's about hope. It's about light. It's about love. It's about you. It's about life. It's about love. It's about God. I'm Queenie Brown, and I invite you to join me and the rest of us on this journey. After all, it's about you. Are you ready? Of course you are. You wouldn't have found me if you weren't. Welcome. Let's get it going. Thank you so much for joining me today for day 22 of the Self-Love Lessons Read Along. How are you doing so far? You guys hanging in there? So we are on day 22, and the last couple of days we've been talking about the differences between being selfless, completely giving yourself away, or being selfish and completely taking from others. And so today we're going to talk about how we balance those scales. So before we get started, let's just do a little housekeeping. Let me know that you're here. Put hashtag present in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. And then if you're a girl mom, put girl mom in the comments as well. We're about to get started. You can download the book at www.queeniebrown.com and you can get your free copy of the Self-Love Lessons. We are on page 124. And so let's go ahead and get going. I don't want to belabor today. All right. So how do we balance the scales? We were talking about being selfish or selfless and just giving and giving and giving and completely depleting yourself. That's on one end of the spectrum. And then we've got being selfish. And that's where you take, and you take good care of yourself, but you really neglect the relationships around you. That's on the other end of the spectrum. And so we're trying to identify where does self-love fit in all of that, right? So God gave me this amazing idea of a self-love continuum. Do y'all remember the seesaw back in the day? Okay, so he gave me this picture, and so as I explain this, it'll make sense. So how do we balance the scales? Before I go a step further, I need to make a very specific point. Selfishness and selflessness are both outside of the will of God. Both the selfless and the selfish woman are on the balancing scales. Those two postures are polar opposites, and neither will support you in living fulfilled lives. The selfless woman on the left is weighed down by the cares of everyone else, unable to fill up so that she can give sweatlessly. The selfish woman has her head in the clouds, oblivious to the needs of others, and she's completely carefree. What will it take to balance the scales of each, to balance each of their scales? I submit to you that there's a third posture that up to now has been hidden or ignored in the word, and we completely missed it. Let's revisit the greatest command that God decreed in the good book in Matthew 22:36 through 40. Paraphrased, the greatest command is to give love and allow love to flow from me to others in three different directions. The number one, give and show love towards God. Number two, give and show love towards myself. And number three, give and show love towards others in the same manner that I give and show love towards myself. So, what does it mean to be self-full? Being self-full is the opposite of being depleted. The best example I can use to describe the concept of being self-full is found whenever you board an airplane. In case of emergency, the flight attendants always instruct you to put your air mask on yourself first so that you'll be able to help others without depleting your own supply of air. If you ignore this instruction, you run the risk of sacrificing yourself and others that you could have helped had you put your mask on first. That's the message of self-love in a nutshell. We each have a desire to help those around us, but it's vital that we get our needs met first so that we're fully able and fully equipped to continually serve others in our world. The selfless woman must begin to make herself a priority and refrain from crippling the people around her. And the selfish woman must begin to make others a priority and refrain from being overly consumed with her own needs. For the selfless woman, move towards selfishness. For the selfless woman, move towards selflessness, or the opposite of that. Let me read that again. For the selfless woman, move towards selfishness. For the selfish woman, move towards selflessness. For the self-full woman, keep nurturing balance to become superwoman. Okay, it's only in the self-full posture that superwoman can be nurtured and developed to completion, right? So let's identify what is self-love. Self-love is about filling yourself up with the love of God so that you can live a balanced life, with the entire intent being that then and only then are you able to continue to give of yourself to those who you've been called and destined to impact. It is a complete and total embodiment of the love of God. Self-love is an intimate inward expression of commitment, devotion, and compassion that, when experienced, produces a balanced life filled with unyielding peace, explicit purpose, and absolute whole life prosperity. It's also important to note that self-love has three enemies: selfishness, selflessness, and ignorance. Each day, you must make a concerted effort to stand in the posture of self-fullness, the position of self-love. You now have a basic understanding of the concept of self-love, what its foundation is, and what it looks like in your life when you're lacking self-love. Now is the time for you to make a new commitment to yourself. The next page is your self-love covenant, an agreement that you make with yourself to engage in a more positive, more powerful relationship with you and God within you. I invite you to read, date, and sign the covenant as a memorial of the day that you took your first step on your journey towards loving you God's way. You can also visit www.theselflovelessons.com to download and print a copy of the Self-Love Covenant so that you can post it or keep a copy in your journal. It's definitely something that you will want to refer back to throughout your journey. It does not exist at that website right now. I'll be making some changes to it, but I will make the covenant available to you. If you would like a copy of the covenant that we're about to read, enter #covenant in the comments and I'll make sure you get a copy. Okay. Today, I enter into a committed, loyal, and devoted relationship with me. All references to I or me imply me and God within me. I believe that I'm worthy, deserving, and able to live a balanced life filled with love, peace, purpose, and whole life prosperity. I believe that there may be areas of my life where my level of love for me can be improved. I believe that my understanding of self-love principles is vital to my ability to fully experience loving, intimate relationships. I believe that I have the ability to develop and maintain a loving, giving relationship with me. I believe that my life is designed to serve a purpose. Okay? I recognize that I am solely responsible for understanding my needs and ensuring that my needs are met. I recognize that my willingness to receive love is directly reflected in my relationship with me. I recognize that nurturing my relationship with me will directly and positively impact my relationship with others. I recognize that my life's assignment requires my deliberate attention. I recognize that my life's assignment may be larger and broader than I currently realize. I accept. I accept responsibility for the completion of my life's assignment. I accept responsibility for meeting my needs, spirit, soul, and body. I accept responsibility for the development of my natural talents, abilities, gifts, and skills. I accept responsibility for my attitude towards my own growth and experiencing true love. I accept responsibility for the protection of my intimate personal assets listed above. I commit. I commit to living a balanced life filled with love, peace, purpose, and whole life prosperity. I commit to the continual pursuit of an intimate relationship with me and God within me. I commit to the continual pursuit of the completion of my life's assignment. I commit to the continual pursuit of understanding and applying self love principles. I commit to ensuring that self love principles are passed on to future generations. I surrender. I surrender any parts of me that stand in the way of the completion of my life's assignment. I surrender my desire to be right. I surrender my negative judgments of me and my negative beliefs about me. I surrender the notion that my value is determined by the roles that I play in my life. I surrender my desire to experience any negative emotions, including guilt, fear, shame, resentment, frustration, anger, self hatred, etc. I celebrate. I celebrate my decision to join the self love movement. I celebrate my commitment to me and God within me. I celebrate my growth and development until today. I celebrate my decision to learn more about the me in my life. I celebrate my love for God, my love for myself, and my newfound ability to love all others. I believe, recognize, accept, commit, surrender, and celebrate the previous statements as an affirmation and confession of this covenant. Proverbs 31:17a in the Amplified says, she girds herself with strength, spiritual, mental, and physical fitness for her God given task. Now, if you enter hashtag covenant in the comments, I'll make sure that you get a copy of this so that you can print it, sign it, and post it for yourself or keep it in your journal. Read it out loud to yourself. Remind yourself of your promise to you to walk in a higher level of intimacy with yourself and with God within you. Okay. All right. So today we are going to complete right here because tomorrow we are going to do our first deep dive and we're going to talk about the self love scripture and we're going to interpret it. So I'm going to teach you the way that God taught me how to study the scriptures based on the one scripture that he used in the Bible that is all about self love. So we're going to go into depth about that tomorrow. All right. So make sure that you enter in the comments any thoughts that you had about the reading today. What did the covenant, how did it make you feel to listen to those statements? What did it challenge in you? What did it make you see that you may not have seen before? And is there anything I left out? Is there anything that you think should be included in the self-love covenant? All right, so we're going to retreat now into the Mother Love community. I invite you to join me. If you are in Facebook, go to the Mother Love community and request to be entered in, and I will let you in. Or if you download the book, you'll be prompted to join the community as soon as you've downloaded it. All right. God bless you. Thanks so much for joining. And I appreciate you. Make sure that you share this with your friends because friends don't let friends pay retail, right? This is a free book. They don't have to spend the $19. They can download it for free and join the read along with us. All right. God bless you. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take good care. Join me in the community.